The UK is an amalgamation of 4 countries within a single sovereign state. Scotland wants independence from the UK. It was an independent sovereign country with its own monarchy for centuries before unification in 1707. Why does Scotland now want independence? The Scottish Yes campaign put forward several main arguments. Independence would grant Scotland the right to choose its own government, with a clear representation of Scottish people's interests. Because Scots represent only 8% of the UK population, they feel their votes don't have enough impact in Westminster. Independence would remove the influence of other votes around the UK. This is closely followed by the argument that an independent Scotland would gain financial autonomy and multiple favourable economic conditions through ownership of natural resources, most importantly, oil. It is believed that there are 24 billion barrels of oil left to extract off the Scottish coast, which would bring an estimated £60 billion to the government in tax revenues by 2018. These conditions would be combined to allow for a more prosperous state, with the resources and capability to look after its people without interference from Westminster. The Yes campaign has said that Scotland would stay in the EU and continue benefiting from it. They assert that as they are already part of the EU, they wouldn't need to reapply. There have been many critiques of the independence arguments. Most notably, there's been a backlash against the notion that Scotland will benefit financially from the secession. Those who support the Union point out that oil, one of the central factors to a financially independent Scotland, will very simply not last forever. Furthermore, the oil revenue that is gained is already spent on public services like schools and hospitals, and will therefore not be a credible source of new funding. It has also been suggested that the cost of keeping the pound amidst a vast institutional change would be unviable, and that joining the euro would not be guaranteed either. Scottish accession to the EU would be extremely difficult as an independent state, requiring it to reapply like any other non-member. If it did have to reapply, it is possible that other countries struggling with independence movements, like Spain or the UK, would oppose a Scottish entry. Westminster, in a bid to maintain the Union, has offered Scotland more political and economic autonomy. As the country drew closer to referendum, the polls began to narrow, with the Yes campaign making strong advances. The polls stood at around 50-50 on the eve of the vote. So why, despite ambiguity with regards to the benefits of independence, are so many Scots willing to secede? Scots who traditionally vote for Labour candidates do not want to be ruled by a Conservative government, as is the case at the moment. In the face of the current administration, Scottish people see the chance for more representative politics, where a Scottish Parliament is composed of only Scottish MPs, thereby reducing the more conservative influence of the rest of the UK.